Thank you for joining us for Monday with the Mayor. I'm Bill Potter, and we are going to be talking with Mayor Denny Spinner from the city of Huntingburg. And Mayor, you just came from a important meeting last week, our session of meetings, in which you were elected into an office that you are looking forward to, I'm sure, and that is AIM, which is the Accelerate Indiana Municipalities.
Right.
And in the past, there was this Indiana Cities and Towns.
Right.
Explain that.
Because the Indiana Association of Cities and Towns is one of the oldest organizations that supports, every state has an organization that kind of supports their municipalities, their cities and towns. IACT was one of the oldest organizations in that, Indiana was one of the first states to have such an organization. And about 2 years ago, part of our effort is to support cities and towns. A lot of that is training workshops for different elected officials, be it clerk treasurers, city council, town council members, mayors. And so there's a lot of, they do a lot of work. They also do lobbying for us during the legislature. One of the things we like to pay attention to is what legislation affects cities and towns and how we can interact with that. IACT had a long history of doing that, but we had some issues about really the relationship with the legislature between IACT and the legislative body was maybe a little tense. And about 2 years ago, our Chief Executive Officer, Matt Greller, met with several of us and said, we need to change our approach. We need to be more proactive and more engaged with legislators during the session and off session, and also with all our membership and getting them more trained to be public servants, to be, what are the requirements to be a civil servant. So we really changed the organization. The name was changed was because we wanted to say we are changing as an organization. So our official name of our organization now is Accelerate Indiana's Municipalities. So it kind of says that this is what we want to do. We feel as an organization that Indiana's cities and towns are the driving force to economic activity in the state. If it happens in the cities, and not, I think you look at Du Bois County, and our county government does a wonderful job, but the real activity that generates the progress that we have, Jasper, Huntingburg, Ferdinand, Holland, Birdseye, the municipalities have that formation, that structure that can really accelerate, using the term, what we're doing, and so this organization has been very important to me. One of Huntingburg has a long history with IACT and now AIM. Former Mayor and State Auditor Connie Noss was a member of the executive committee when she was mayor of Huntingburg. Former Mayor Gail Kemp was actually president of the organization in 2007. And both of them, when I gained office, encouraged me, said, you need to go be a part of this organization because it's just a great resource. And it's a great resource that, there's only 90 some mayors in the state of Indiana. So there's only, there's only so many people that do the same job that I do. And it's a great relationship builder that when I have issues as a mayor, I can call somebody else or put out a message on email and say, how do I do this? And you get a resource immediately of, hey, we've dealt with this issue before, here's a good idea, whatever. So when I became mayor, and I went to what was called newly elected officials school. It was mayor school. Mayor Seitz had just been elected at the same time. We both went to Indianapolis, and immediately I learned things about the role of being mayor and being the leader of your community that have been valuable to me since day one. I've been fortunate to be active in the organization, as is Mayor Seitz, as is Ken Sicard from the town of Ferdinand. All three of us are members of the executive board at AIM right now. So Du Bois County is very well represented. But I was fortunate that a couple years ago I was nominated and selected to become the second vice president of AIM. And as the natural progression goes, you serve as second vice president, first vice president, and then a term as president. So we had our annual conference, our Ideas Summit at French Lick last week, and as part of that transition, I was officially elected to be the president of AIM, and will take office actually in January. But the election was held and ratified at French Lick on Thursday, and I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of this organization, because it is been instrumental in my growth as a leader and such a resource to me. So it's, in a way, again, it's a great honor to be selected by my peers to lead the organization, but it's also a way for me to give back to a group that I know that many of the successes, whatever we've had in successes in Huntingburg during my term, relate directly back to my connection with AIM and that organization.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And really, it helps the community as
Right.
well because
Well,
of what you do.
and you know that the other side of that is, yes, it's an opportunity to serve, but it's also an opportunity, as I look at it, to put Huntingburg in the conversation at the very highest levels. You know, the people that we meet with, you know, at the dinner on Wednesday, our luncheon on Wednesday, Governor Holcomb was there, and we had the opportunity to be at the table with Governor Holcomb, and have a conversation. And he recognizes, you know, Huntingburg as an important city, as he, you know, makes policy decisions, and engaging with the legislators and having our voice heard. We have a seat at the table, which is important to me to represent my community at the highest level is very much a great opportunity for Huntingburg as well.
Well, let me say, as you know, as citizens, we appreciate what you're doing on that behalf. Now, this is a big weekend for
Right.
Huntingburg.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, this is an exciting weekend for us. A lot of planning, a lot of work. The landmark project of the Stellar designation is coming to reality in this next week. The Market Street Park. Anybody who's driven through Huntingburg in the last year has seen a tremendous amount of activity at Market Street. The Market Street Park is the signature project for our Stellar designation. It's on Friday at 5 o'clock, we will have an official open house and dedication ceremony to officially open Market Street Park. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch will be joining us. The Director of Office of Community and Rural Affairs, Jody Golden, will be here. And the park will be substantially complete. There's still some work to be done to finish it up, but it will be a completely usable park for the next day, which is Haunted Huntingburg, a Destination Huntingburg's event celebrating blues music and craft beer and beverages, and just a great way to bring a first community celebration in that park. Destination Huntingburg's doing a great job. Be a lot of activity all weekend long, but the focus will be on Market Street. And Bill, I just can't tell you how excited we are here at City Hall, but also as I engage with people every day, I've had more comments about how great Market Street Park is going to be, and I think it's truly an opportunity to be this is a regional project. This is great for our city of Huntingburg, but I think it's going to go way beyond Huntingburg. It's a quality of life issue. When we talk about why we're doing these types of things, we have to be the kind of place that people want to live in, and you have to have these types of amenities. And I look at, again, I go back to what we're talking about with Jasper and Huntingburg and Ferdinand all doing things together to enhance quality of life in Du Bois County. The Parklands at Jasper is tremendous. It is an amazing facility, and it's an asset for us, for people who live in Huntingburg, people who live in Birdseye, people who, you know, for Du Bois County, that's a great asset. What we can't all do everything. Market Street Park is Huntingburg's contribution to quality of life in Du Bois County, a little bit different with a market area, with a performance pavilion, an outdoor amphitheater. It brings different elements that all our citizens from around the area will be able to come and enjoy. And I think, and for Huntingburg, it's going to become the town center. Courthouses, county seats naturally have a courthouse. You know, the city of Jasper has the courthouse. You go across the state of Indiana, it's tradition that courthouse is there, and that becomes kind of the gathering place. Well, we're not the county seat, but we do have Old Town Hall, which is an amazing structure and a historic, and it's our icon. It's, you know, what's one of the things you think about, why is Huntingburg a city like no other? You think of Old Town Hall. It's just a great facility, and Market Street Park is focused around Old Town Hall, and it's a place where our community can come together and celebrate and just go relax. You can sit on the swings and have a great afternoon. So Friday is our official dedication at 5 o'clock. Everyone's welcome. It's just going to be an open house. We'll have a short ceremony to dedicate the park, but then encourage people just to come and spend some time in the park, and then come back on Saturday and come to Haunted Huntingburg with Destination Huntingburg. It'll be a great weekend for us.
Well, Denny, it's a pleasure talking with you, and best of luck to everything that happens in Huntingburg. But I want to point out that it's just neat, as a citizen of DuBois County, to see the way all the towns care about each other and what each other does, and how it's not a competition. It's that we all enhance each other. Well, Huntingburg's Market Street makes the county better.
Right, and that's a true belief. And I mean, the conference that we spoke about at the AIM conference in French Lick, the key word, and you hear it from state government, regionalism is the key for Indiana's continued growth and success. And we can all do so much better together than we can if we do it apart. And we have leaders here. Our DuBois County government has been a great partner to Huntingburg in Market Street Park. The county came in and made a donation to support the stellar progress. The overpass project, which is going on right now, again, it was a joint effort between the city of Huntingburg and DuBois County government. So I mentioned the cities and towns because of that, but our county government is engaged as well. And we've had more conversations probably in the last 3 to 5 years about what we could all do together to enhance quality of life in DuBois County than has ever happened before. And we have a great opportunity here. DuBois County as a whole is an economic driver for all of southwestern Indiana. Right. And we have a great opportunity to grow our county and to be a leader. And I think more and more people around the state of Indiana are recognizing the opportunity that are here. And these quality of life projects that are going on across our county they're being noticed. I can tell you that when at this meeting last week, Mayor Seitz was there, Ken Sicard was there, I was there, many of our council members were there, many of our staff members were there, and people stop us in the hallway and say, how are you guys doing this? What's going on in DuBois County? We hear so many great things. And that's very rewarding, but it's also very challenging. And we got to keep it up, and I think that it's a great opportunity for us, and it's an exciting time to be a part of the city of Huntingburg, but also the larger DuBois County and southwestern Indiana.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us today. We're from a city like no other, Huntingburg, Indiana. It's going to be a big weekend in Huntingburg. Make sure you participate. We want to thank Mayor Denny Spinner for joining us on Monday with the Mayor on 18 WJTS.